What's up, guys? Gonzo here, bringing you another video. Today, we're going to be going over 5 tips or crucial tips for Call of Duty Warzone here that I've picked up from playing this game over the past for the past days, and obviously this weekend. So I'll be jumping straight through it, right through it, I should say. If you enjoy the video, please drop a like down below, comment what you think, subscribe if you're new. Let's get started. So the one tip that I would say is necessary or will help you probably loot fast and do everything fast is change the tapping of the X or square button on your PS4 or Xbox controller. So basically, the way I have it on my reload slash use behavior is on contextual tap. So contextual tap allows me just to tap the X or square button on the controllers and lets me loot fast rather than holding the X button to interact with crates when I want to open them. Now, the one thing that I will say is be careful when you are riding vehicles, because if you tap X, meaning wanting to reload your vehicle while you're a passenger, you will be you will get off the vehicle, and obviously you don't want that. So in those cases, you have to hold X when you are aboard vehicles. Okay, that's just one tip you have to keep in mind. Second tip is always high ground. Okay, it's the high ground. I've died so many times in this game by people that are in high buildings looking through windows. You have to understand that that's the way you have to play in order to win at this game, okay? In order to get kills. Um, just the high ground. If you need to, just take the high ground. There is one sort of con to this. It's like, let's say you're on the roof of a building, you will be more likely to be sniped, which is why I recommend you be inside the building and looking through a window. You will be sniped, but it's less likely to be seen when you are on top of a building moving, okay? That's the second tip. Third tip, when you land, be sure to land with an area that has contracts or bounty or basically contracts. Um, they will allow you to jumpstart your currency in the game, allowing you to buy score streaks, whatever you need, armor. What else? What else? What else? Self revive. You know the drill. Out of all those 3 contracts, you have 3 different types. You have a bounty contract, which makes you go with your squad to another location in the map to find a bounty, which you would have to cooperate with your team to kill the said bounty, so you can win the amount that the bounty will pay you. That is a good one. Whether you want to know if people's around you, if people are around you, that one I would recommend using right away. Um, Now for the other 2, you have the secure contract, which means it literally points you at a point in the map that you have to go and secure. And after the point is secure, you do get a nice crate filled with goodies, armor, a rare gun, things like that. The one that I really enjoy doing is the scavenger contract, which means you pick up the scavenger contract and it makes you go through to 3 different pickup locations for said contract. Each one you pick up, you do get a chance of getting a better gun, money, and armor, okay? As opposed to all the other ones where you just get money for the bounty, and then the second one where you secure the point, you just get one big supply crate. For the bounty or for the scavenger contract, you get 3 chances of getting a good gun, and at the very end, you do get, well, at the very end you do get the gas mask, which you really need late game, especially if you're pretty far away from the circle, okay? uh was that the third tip or fourth tip? That I already forgot. Last tip, whenever you die and you get respawn, obviously you might have time to loot with around your teammates once you get put back in the game. What I recommend you guys to do is go into your custom loadouts and make a class specifically for this game. Now I have my custom loadout, the very bottom one, to be for Warzone. As you can see, it has an assault rifle, which is the Gra, which is one of my favorite guns in the game in multiplayer. And then I have a sniper, and obviously my lethals, stun, and frag, and then obviously some of these perks. Some of these perks do affect in Warzone, as you can see here. This kill chain increases your chances of finding kill streaks in supply boxes, which is pretty great if you don't want to spend that much money. overkill, or the perk number 2, you restock. You have you recharge equipment over 50 seconds, which is pretty cool. Hardline, 25% off the kiosk prices for kill streaks, field upgrades, and armor plates, which is pretty good. I don't know if it affects your teammates. It might have. I haven't tested it out. Point man, obviously, all your members earn more money from completed missions. Now, obviously, this only works if all your team run the custom class loadouts in Warzone, and they have the designated perks to give you guys the little boosts. But if you guys didn't know, obviously these perks, some of them do have an added effect in the Warzone game mode. Okay. And then for my very last tip is, if you have the money, don't be afraid to use it, okay? What's the point of winning the game when you didn't use your resources, okay? Might as well use your resources while you're still alive and playing, rather than to be like stingy and just die with like 10 grand at your name. One quick cool thing that I discovered, if all your team has a UAV, or if you use a UAV consecutively, if you use 3 UAVs consecutively, they will turn into an advanced UAV, meaning you can see their location on the minimap in terms of the location or direction that your opponents are looking at, which is pretty helpful. I would recommend you guys try it once or twice in a game. Obviously, if you guys all buy a UAV, it'll be more cost effective for each individual player, as opposed to one person buying all the UAVs. But with that being said, the last and final tip I can give you guys is, if you're going to open fire, make sure you are completely surrounded or completely covered by 2 of your sides, meaning obviously your front, the way you're wanting to shoot, you have an open shot. Your left or right side are blocked by certain buildings, and your back is probably secured because you're probably hidden down. The reason why I like shooting off a building or shooting off a window, like I said in the previous tip, is because they can only shoot you from the front. They can't get you from behind, because obviously you're in a building with a window, and there might be a scenario where there's a window behind you. And more than likely, the way the game has been designed, when you see a window immediately behind you, there's a closed wall or door, which I would suggest you guys close it so you wouldn't get shot from behind. And obviously, it makes your engagements much more tactile, in terms of giving you an advantage in terms of your opponent seeing you from all sides. Because I've had many scenarios where I'm shooting a guy and his friend gets me from the right side, when I could have been like a few steps back and have a building protect me from his opponent or his ally. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Play the game, have fun. It's a really good fun game mode. If you guys are having trouble in the 1v1 scenarios, then I would recommend you and your squad to go into a gunfight, or you and your pal go into gunfight, so you can have sort of that feeling of a 1v1 sort of scenario. Pretty good game mode. But other than that, I love Warzone. If you guys love Warzone too, drop a like. It does boost your battle pass level tremendously if you play this game, or if you play the game mode a lot. I really enjoy it. The fact that I can play with my friends on PC and on PS4, obviously I'm on Xbox, brings out much more joy, as opposed to Apex, which I don't think is cross-platform at the time that I'm making this video. I know Fortnite is, but Call of Duty, man, it's just a little bit different. Like I said, those are just tips for thought. If you guys haven't come up with any, or if you guys are having trouble playing this game or winning the game, this will probably 10 times help your placement at the end of the day. Okay, my name is Gonzo. You enjoy your afternoon, your morning, your evening. Stay inside, stay clean, stay healthy. I'll see you all next time, pals. Peace.